Hi there, I'm David from DB Chartered Accountants. It was a little surprising when the Chancellor announced as part of his winter economy plan that the self-employed income support scheme would be extended to provide a third and fourth round of grants. While this is no doubt welcome for those who will be able to qualify, there are some important changes from the previous round of grants which the self-employed need to be aware of. So who will qualify for the grant under the extension? The starting point to qualify for the third and fourth rounds of the scheme are the same conditions which had to be met for the earlier first and second round of the grants. It's important to note that you don't actually have to have made a claim under either of those earlier rounds to be eligible for the third or fourth rounds. However, there are also two new conditions which will have to be met in the relevant qualifying period. Firstly, claimants must be actively trading and intending to continue to trade. And also, the trade is impacted by reduced demand due to the pandemic. For the third round of grants, the relevant qualifying period will be between the 1st of November and the date of the claim. The claim window is yet to be announced, and the relevant qualifying period for the fourth round of grants has not yet been confirmed. So what does the first condition mean? Whilst we await further guidance on this, it's possible that it means that if the business is not trading at all, for example, because it's in a sector which has not yet opened up, you will not be eligible to claim the third and fourth round of grants. This is different from the position under the earlier rounds of the grant, where a claim was possible if you had temporarily ceased to trade due to the coronavirus. The government take the view that this change is consistent with the new job support scheme, which was also announced as part of the winter economy plan. This requires employees to work at least 33% of their normal hours before they qualify. This differs from the job retention scheme, where employees could furlough completely. The second new condition, requiring the trade to be impacted by reduced demand, differs from the previous grant's requirement for the trade to be adversely affected by coronavirus. Again, we are still waiting for HMRC to publish further details, but it appears that the new condition is likely to be more restrictive. In particular, the reference to reduced demand indicates that you may have to focus purely on the level of trade in the business and not on other factors such as staff absence or increased costs, which could be taken into account when deciding whether a business was adversely affected. So how much is the new scheme extension worth? The amount receivable under the third and fourth round of the grants are far less generous than was received in the first two rounds. The third round of grants will cover the period from the 1st of November 2020 up to the end of January 2021 and be worth up to 20% of the average monthly trading profits for a period of 3 months, capped at an overall maximum of £1,875. This is significantly lower than the percentage of the monthly trading profits and caps which were applied for the first and second round of the grants, which were 80% of the profits subject to the cap of £7,500 on the first grant and 70% of profits capped at £6,570 on the second. The fourth round will cover the 3-month period from the 1st of February 2021 up till the end of April 2021. The government have indicated that they will review the level of support offered under the fourth round and set this in due course. This will no doubt depend upon the state of the economy and the number of claimants that they receive for the third round of payments. Thus, it's possible that the fourth payment will be lower still. For the moment, we must wait for more detailed guidance from HMRC on the number of important issues regarding the new grant extensions. These include just what is meant by the condition impacted by reduced demand, and when the claims window for the third round of grants will actually open. What all the self-employed need to bear in mind, however, is that the third and fourth round of payments have far stricter qualifying conditions and are much less generous than the two previous rounds. The two additional conditions means that it should not be assumed just because someone qualified for the grant under the previous rounds that they will also qualify for future rounds. HMRC will use the same average monthly trading profits figures as were used to calculate the first and second grants. Thus, this means the profits for the years ending the 5th of April 2019. This means that there is no point in rushing your filing of your 1920 self-assessment returns in the hope that this might improve your chances of getting a grant or affecting the amount that you receive. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive notifications when new videos are uploaded. Bye for now.